ever presented an anklet here before at QVC. I don't know that my toes are ready to quite show it off just yet, so we'll leave it on the pedestal for that reason. However, what you do need to know is this normally would be $150. You're bringing the anklet home for $125.98 and an easy payment of just $25. There's a couple of different details to this. I mean, it is simplicity at its finest. But you're going to notice as we come down a little bit further, what do you see right there? Well, that you may have thought was a gemstone. It's not. What that is actually a hammered bead, more in a square shape, that is designed to look like a stone. So from anybody that's far away, they may think that you've got those reflective, gorgeous stones around your leg, but really it is sterling silver that you have there. The total weight on this, 58.2 grams to 67 grams of sterling silver, depending on which size you go with. We're going to walk through the different sizing options for you in just a second. But what I want you to know is this is a 2.7 millimeter box chain. You have 4 different hammered stations, so each station that you see there is going to be more in that squared look. It's slightly oxidized and has a polished finish to it as well. But I also think it's super important to see because when you're putting an anklet on, could be a little bit difficult sometimes. When you have an oversized lobster claw clasp, which Jay is famous for, makes things a lot easier. And so we do give that to you here as well. And when it comes to sizing, we do have 3 sizes that are available. Typically in Jay we have 5. However, the large and the extra small we are sold out of. And I'm just gonna run down, and Blaine, please correct me if I'm wrong on any of the numbers here from when I did my work on this of prepping it. But in the small, 72 remain there. In the average, we have 62. And in the extra large, there's less than 2 dozen. Okay, and those numbers were all correct. So that is what we have available. That is not a lot to go around when you consider that we are in millions of homes here across the nation. But Ange, how would you suggest people size the anklet?
So I would just say, typically whatever your size typically is, if you do wear anklets, then you might know your size. But then, if you're maybe a small in your wrist or, medium in your wrist, then I would probably do the same for your ankle as well.
Got it. Okay, fantastic. So the average size is our most popular. I do want you to know there's just 5 dozen that do remain in that one. Can we wear this, like when I think of an anklet, I feel like summertime. We're talking about maybe wearing this if you're going to a pool and you're going to go out to a bar that's maybe like right by the ocean. Is it okay if this gets wet? Can this go in the water? Can I take this swimming, or do you advise against that?
Yeah, I mean, listen, you definitely can. There are so many people that wear our pieces day in and day out. Of course, sterling silver will tarnish over time. So if you just want to, keep it super sparkly clean, maybe take it off, whenever you're showering and stuff. But if you keep it on, if you're going on vacation or you're going out and, you may be going for a swim, it'll be just fine.
Well, when you add an anklet on, I feel like you're getting that little touch of elegance in somewhere that isn't necessarily somewhere you would think. So like if you're putting on capris and you want to add a little bit of that shimmer and the shine right around your anklet, it's something that is eye-catching. It's something that helps to elevate any outfit. You could put on a flip-flop and then you add a little bit of this anklet on the side and all of a sudden it's a little more stylish instantly. For anybody that maybe is new to an anklet, why would you suggest that they pick one up?
So anklet, to me, I don't know why, I just feel like a little bit more put together when I'm wearing an anklet. It's like, okay, I have put on my whole outfit. Now I'm going to wear the anklet to just accessorize it. And just like you said, this is a perfect spring and summer accessory to wear. And what I love about our anklets is that they're nice and sturdy. So the 2.7 millimeter gauge, it is a great gauge when you're just thinking about, as you're going through, your day-to-day, activities and everything that you have going on in the summertime, you want something that's going to be nice and soft and feminine, but still sturdy enough that you know that it's going to stand the test of time and that you're going to get a lot of use out of it. So I love what we did here was we gave you these beautiful, soft, hammered bead cushions right on there. So there's 4 fixed stations. So it's simple and it's elegant, but it truly is just going to kind of take your outfit to the next level.
Well, you know what it does too? The fact that this is, because you're right, not every anklet is made equally, and you can find cheap anklets that are out there, and when you get that, it could snap right off in an instant. When you buy it from Jay and you buy it here at QVC, Jay is exclusive here to us, so this is the only place that you're going to be able to find this. But that when we're talking about the box chain, it's 2.7 millimeters. So we're talking about something that's got great heft to it, something that is light enough to wear, but it's durable. It's also rounded. And so it's a puffed box chain that rolls on your anklet really well. Like your feet are moving throughout the day. You need something that's going to be able to move with you. And either way that this goes, it's gonna roll nicely alongside of your anklet, but then you're gonna notice that those cushions, they're going to be hammered on either side. So it's not like it's gonna be upside down.
Oh, absolutely. That's a really great point, especially when you're thinking about, putting on your pants or capris or, just going about your day. Of course, I feel like in an anklet, that piece would maybe roll front to back. And you're absolutely right. We finished it on both sides, so you don't have to worry about flipping it over or making sure that it's upright. It's always going to be beautiful, fixed into position. And I love that even with our anklets, we include our oversized lobster claw clasp that's textured. It looks beautiful. It looks like a beautifully finished product. And that has that 360-degree swivel too. So again, that's really for comfort for you. And it just makes this like really, really fun to wear. You're not going to want to take this off. You're going to always want to wear an anklet when you're, going out for the night or anything.
Absolutely. I mean, it's super feminine. It adds that really great little touch of just that little extra elegance. Like it's just that little extra piece that goes so far. And as we get into the springtime, as we get into the summertime, especially if you live in a state where it is cold, then the second that it's like 50 degrees, I don't know, maybe 50 for me, I'm like, break out the shorts.
I'm ready.
Most people,
Yep,
maybe it's more like 60, but that very first spring-like day, you're gonna wanna throw this on. You're gonna wanna have the shorts on. Maybe it's a pair of capris instead of shorts, but either way, you're going to want to have that anklet to be able to show a little bit more of that elegance and really break up or really bring attention to maybe like the shoes that you're wearing, and this will work with so many different shoes as well. The size that's most popular in this show is the average. We have just about 5 dozen, or actually probably, I think less than that, less than 5 dozen that remain at this point. We have a little bit more in the small, but just 6 dozen there, and less than 2 dozen in the extra large. So I would not wait on any of these because they are going rather quickly, and there's not a lot of those to go around. It's an easy payment of just $25 in order to bring that home.